Hey guys, welcome to the Same Brain Podcast. I'm Justine.
And I'm Jenna.
Let's roll that intro. If you're watching on YouTube or Spotify or wherever it is that you watch podcasts that we have posted, we are sitting in an Airstream right now.
Yes, we are. We are sitting in an Airstream located in Snowbird, Utah. We are here at the SONY Kando trip, and this is our 4th trip, which is incredible. So if you're not familiar with what the SONY Kando trip is, basically, well, like I said in my live stream, Justine, I said SONY Kando is an immersive community experience where SONY brings creators from all over to ignite our creative spark and passion.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why they give me the big bucks.
Well, it's honestly such an incredible event. And obviously Sony makes cameras, but what I think they've done such a great job of is community. And what?
They make everything.
They do. Okay, but I'm saying, but a lot of this is about photographers.
Yes.
But they've kind of branched out, which is kind of why we're here. They have a podcast studio all set up for people. There's also PlayStation here. They have Sony Electronics. So
they have the whole like audio people too. Like it's basically everything. Like they really have branched out.
There's a Walkman sitting in front of me. Isn't this
the
awesome?
Coolest Walkman I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, do you want to check this out? Do you want this? And we're like, yes.
Well, the battery's dead right now, so we're gonna have to check it out later. But I'm hyped.
I'm pretty hyped too
to try it.
It's got a pretty cool. We have a nice little speaker. Oh, this is reminding me about when we shot for the lowdown, and I accidentally threw it into the water fountain.
But this event is so special because there's so many talented people, so many creative people, and it is inspiring because I feel like a lot of us, we just sit behind our computers and sit in front of our cameras and we don't talk to no one, but it feels like that sometimes. But when you come here, you actually get to see the people who watch your content, who are creating content alongside of you, and it's honestly amazing.
It's very inspiring too, because it's like we are literally amongst the most talented people. So this started as, like you said, a photography event. You know, we were invited to, I believe, the second condo in Monterey, and it was just a small group of video creators, like 8 to 10. And we were just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And it's actually how our camera camp came to be a thing, which was more so video focused for that creators. But condo, I mean, I believe there's like over 500 people here with staff, you know, venues, creators, like everyone. So there's a lot of people. And like you said, we're talking to a lot of people, so like I'm losing my voice because I've been talking to so many people. My voice is just gone.
Well, last year at Kando, we did a podcast with Ben Moon.
Yes,
if you guys want to go check that out, that is still on our podcast channel, so go see that from last year. And I lugged all of our podcast stuff here, and in a very heavy suitcase. I bought 4 microphones, 4 headphones, the entire Rodecaster setup. And when I saw they had the podcast studio, I was like, Jenna, this is incredible. Like, this is the best idea ever, especially because you can also live stream from here too, which is awesome.
Well, so let's talk about the setup. So we have the Rodecaster Pro 2, which we're using. We've got the Elgato little, these are like the low profile mic stands, I believe.
I need this in my life.
Yeah, these are cool. I actually have this.
I don't.
I have this.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Great, cool.
But I haven't been home in like 6 months, so I forgot. No. Applause me. Thank you so much.
There she is. I'm going to turn that down a little.
These Sony microphones, we talked about it.
C80? Is that what it is?
These are the C80 microphones. So these are really, really nice. They're small.
I know. I think this might be what we should do for our traveling setup because those podcast microphones are like microphones. They're so massive and it's not fun to travel with.
On our head. These are the WH-1000XM5 noise cancellation wireless headphones, but can also be wired, which is what I used to edit. These are my go-to headphones. Like these are what I wear on my ears because they feel so nice and they're soft. They don't fold up like the XM4s. Sensitive subject, Sony knows, but they're so soft.
Well, I bet the next ones will probably fold up. But these ones just can't. They've been out for a little while.
I don't know.
Yeah, they've been out for a little while, but still.
Yeah, a little bit.
The way that products cycle through, there'll probably be a new one, at some point. But these are so soft.
They're so soft.
Jenna has been trying to convince me to use these for a while for our podcast, but I kept saying no because I had bought 4 pairs of these other ones. So
I just have like really weird sensitive ears, and like these don't bother me. Like the Apple, I don't even AirPod Max Pro
Max.
They squeeze my ears and they give me a migraine within like an hour. So like I can't wear those.
I'm sorry about your ears.
It's fine. The podcasting ones you bought, not bad. But these are just like it's like little pillows on my ears.
The other ones are kind of like the studio sort of microphone or headphones, so you can kind of still hear your surroundings. So it doesn't feel like you're like super stuck inside of your head like noise canceling. But these I keep hitting the table.
Me too.
But yeah, they sound so good. Should we get an Airstream? What the heck?
Should we get? I just bought a Rivian.
We can do whatever we can do whatever we like.
We can. Speaking of,
I think that's probably a bad idea because where are we gonna put it? Like,
speaking of
nowhere to put
Rivian,
it.
I
gosh.
drove here by myself.
From Los Angeles. A reminder: we're in Snowbird, Utah, close to Salt Lake.
Yes, we are. I drove here. I came up early. I was like, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna adventure. I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna make vlogs. I'm gonna make content. I left on a Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. I departed my home, Los Angeles. At 6:45, I had to pee. And it was like, no, you're holding it until your first charge. So my first charge was Barstow, California,
Okay.
where there is an official Rivian fast charger.
How was it for you?
Okay, Jess, we've stopped here before because there's like all types of stuff. When we
Yeah.
go to Vegas, like there's a Starbucks, there's everything. It was great. There were 6 slots, no one there. It was free.
Free?
Free. They were like, hey, this is free. Keep doing adventure stuff.
How long is it going to be free for?
Well, so here's the thing. I feel like they don't have many of their fast chargers out in the world. I don't know how many. I believe they're going to be doing like up to 3,500. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
She doesn't know.
I don't know, but it was free. It was fast. It was next to a Starbucks. And basically the way that the Rivian app plays it out, which I think you can do in Tesla too, is you type in your destination, you type in what time you want to leave, how many miles you have. It'll just take it'll register what your car has. And it'll be like, okay, stop here, charge for 22 minutes, charge here for 10, drive 145 miles, charge here.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just going to charge as much as possible
Which is fair.
because I don't want to get stranded and have a bad time. So I charged for maybe 45 minutes to an hour in Barstow, went to Vegas, had a very bad time in Vegas.
Well, I mean, that's
100
par for the course.
And 17 degrees.
That's awful.
I was charging and it was all of the Electrify American things were like broken or taken or just, so I was there for 2 hours.
Oh my
really
gosh.
set me back. But anyway, made it to Zion, had a great time. Zion to Salt Lake also took 6 hours.
Well,
But only because I wanted to have a full charge coming here.
no,
So.
that's fair because that is the problem because once you get here, there's not really anywhere to charge.
No, there was a lovely Sam's Club down.
Well, yeah, but I mean at the resort because
here.
the garage is closed for maintenance.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it is.
that's where the chargers are.
So earlier today, because we're going to be driving back tomorrow, I drove down to another hotel. Was like, hi, can I juice up my Rivi? And they're like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so then I'm walking back up a hill because I have to leave my car there for 6 hours to charge.
Yeah.
Walking up a hill. Who comes to save the day? Who comes down that mountain?
Could it be Curtis?
Could it be Curtis Morgan?
It could be.
It was Curtis Morgan. He's
So-
like, what are you doing?
I think probably at the same time that he was picking you up, I was also thinking about him because I was like, man, that'd be so great to get Kurt on the podcast.
I am not even kidding you. As I was walking up the hill, there's literally 500 people here. I was like, I have a feeling I'm going to see Curtis because he just always shows up at the right time. And I saw this one big truck. He has I forget what truck he has.
I don't
Does he have a
remember. I think he got a new one.
Did you know? Anyway, I see this. I'm like, no, not him. They would have said hi. 5 seconds later, big truck following other little truck, not little truck, following the other truck. Window down. What are you doing? You want a ride? Get in. I'm like, please. So he drove me back. So, but don't forget, we have to go down the hill still and get the car.
Okay. Oh, well, maybe somebody can take us.
Well, it's probably not bad as down. Let's see.
So
Let's see what we got. Anyway,
I
so we're
can't
here.
stop yawning. I just took a nap before this, and we got up early to do sunrise this morning.
Yeah,
I was
we
also up
did.
until after midnight editing, so I was so exhausted. We went up to Secret Lake, which secret is spelled with a C, CECRET. That's news.
That
news
is
to me.
news. Yeah, we couldn't figure out how. We were like, why is it not showing up on all trails?
So
'Cause we were
everybody,
spelling it wrong.
everybody got up at 5:30. They left at
They
5:30.
left, departed at 5:30. They were hiking up in the dark.
That's crazy.
We were not.
No, we left around 6:37.
Yeah,
And yeah, we made pretty good time.
it was pretty good.
I felt much better. That was the second time we did that. We did the trail the first day of
on
was it
my
the first day?
birthday.
Jenna's birthday.
Yeah, so I came up early for my birthday. We went to the spa.
Oh my
and
gosh.
the pool, and we did a little hike. Number.
So we're staying at Cliff Lodge in Snowbird, and there's a bunch of hotels in this little resort area. This spa was so nice.
Ugh.
I had such a great massage.
Can we go back now?
I don't think we can.
I don't think we can
don't
either.
think we
Sounds so nice.
What time
though.
do you think they open? We could leave before. We could go
No,
before we leave
we're
tomorrow
leaving
morning.
at 6 a.m.
I was thinking we should leave at 5.
Okay. I mean, I don't sleep. My Aura Ring has, I mean, my data is just terrible. I think I've slept like maybe 7 hours the past 2 nights, maybe 10 hours the past 3 nights total. So I think I have to go to bed now so that we can, if we leave it, okay, let me put, you're not going to like this one. I woke up at 3 a.m. And that's when all of my worries and concerns of the world just hit me. I was like, I'm going to type this into the planner and see if I leave at 6 a.m. You're not going to like this. How long is it going to take me to get to Los Angeles?
I'm going to guess 3 a.m.
What's the total time? So if we leave at 6 a.m., you said 3 a.m.?
I don't know, however many times that is.
I actually think it said if we left at 6:30, we would be in by 8:30.
Oh.
Well, here's the problem, Jess. I would add 3 hours to that for
8, 9, 10, 11.
I would add 3 hours for incidentals.
Okay.
Like a hotel, put your credit card.
What?
I don't know. Like just in case something happens.
Okay, yeah.
And the only thing is, if we roll up to Los Angeles with 1 mile, I don't care.
You can drop me off at my haircut. We could stay. We could do whatever we want.
What time is your haircut?
At 9:30.
I don't. Oh.
9:30 in the morning.
I would like to get home though.
Well, I would too.
I was just so tired driving myself. And then I got stuck in a very bad storm outside of Lake Zion in St. George. Literally, like, I was charging in a Walmart parking lot, and which is always nice, but then I go in and do so much shopping.
Hey,
I know I'm
stop
tapping
on
I
the
go in
table.
and I do so much shopping. Torrential downpour, flooding. The lightning was shaking my car. The thunder was so loud it was shaking my car.
We did a road trip to Yosemite before, and we also were charging the Walmart. I remember that.
So Electrify America, I believe, is what I have learned from my 2-day drive. Is Electrify America is basically Walmart associated, but there was also one in the Target. So they're also and Sam's Club. So, but they seem to be pretty Walmart.
I am loving the electric car revolution, but I'm concerned about
and my mental health.
No, the charging infrastructure. Once more and more cars are on the road. So even like Tesla, I was driving back from San Diego and it told me that I had to stop for 10 minutes to get a charge at the supercharge. Okay. I was there and there was nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. So that was my problem too.
And then I was like fighting other Tesla people and they had like some super attitude. And I was like, I was here before you and they just cut me off.
So this is what I was curious. So that is interesting about the Tesla culture because at the Electrify America in Vegas, the second one I went to, first one, super sketchy vibe. People cut me off. Dudes were just being weird. No offense to dudes, but like these ones were being weird. And
Don't be weird.
Giving me bad vibes. I'm like, don't like it. And I couldn't pee anywhere. So I go to the Target and this one, some of them were broken, and there was like these people have crafted a like a little what's the word I'm trying to like they figured out what's happening. So like whoever came first, like they had their hazards on, they were like all looking out for each other, and there was no one in the hazards card. I'm like, that's weird. And somebody left, and I was like, I'm just gonna pull in because I do not see anyone. And this lady was like, came out, she's like, oh, I was actually next. I'm like, no problem. And they're like, yeah, she was next. And like everybody was looking out for each other.
Wow, that's nice.
And like anytime somebody like tried to come in, they're like, no, she was next. They were next. And like everybody had each other's back. But it just took a really long time.
This was not. This was like dudes cutting me off. It was mostly dudes, to be honest. But yeah, actually it was all dudes. And
be better, dudes.
And here I am. I'm just like, I'd honk my horn, but I can't find it in the Tesla Plaid because it's a freaking tiny little button. Why would you make it a tiny button?
Oh,
it's a small little, like, a horn is the center of the steering wheel. I guess it's not a steering wheel. It doesn't matter. The horn.
What if there's like an emergency? You're just like, where's my button?
Oh no, it's happened. I've
you
had
just yell at the hey.
No, I just like smash my hand and hit a bunch of buttons, and I'm like, no, I'm not turning. I'm trying to find the horn. Makes me mad.
It's not practical.
But yeah, the charging infrastructure is going to be really interesting, and I just recently tested out a Faraday. Oh my goodness!
What do they run on? Gold flakes?
Probably. Like there's probably there's probably a button that you push and somebody comes and charges your car for you. So I think like the starting price is like 300,000, but these are like luxury, like super high end. Like we're talking like Maybach status. Like this is a lot of these are going to be for like people that are being driven around. So I'm like, well, yeah, I'd love to get one, and then I'm gonna drive around all my friends. Like, get in. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna start Ubering.
I mean, we could make like a really epic like rap music video.
But get this,
or not.
So listen to this. So the back seat has, I mean, it's so comfortable. It was like I could sleep there. There's so much room.
You could sleep anywhere.
I can sleep anywhere. That's true, but. I could sleep comfortably. There's a huge television that folds down.
What's the size?
I don't know, but man, in the backseat, it looks like it's an 85-inch TV, and like that has HDMI in, so like we could play Xbox.
Well, it is interesting because like that's like the feel that I had when I did the BMW.
Same,
that like I
similar.
said, like that was so cool. So it's like I'm curious to see the comparisons because you haven't seen that in the BMW in person.
No, I haven't seen it in person,
and
but
that's
I've seen
also
the
like
videos.
also like a higher luxury type of thing, and I'm like, you look good.
It's cool, and there's all sorts of AI stuff that they're doing, and oh man, I just can't wait to learn more. Like I just had a quick little tour before I came here, so I was in Mexico before this. I was diving, which was oh my god, it was so much fun. I had the best time. I'm obsessed. And then I was home for 24 hours. Went and visited Faraday. Went and packed my stuff. Woke up the next morning. Went to jiu-jitsu, and then got on a plane. And Jenna picked me up, and here we are.
I did pick you up right from the Sam's Club.
From the Sam's Club.
Sam's Club parking lot.
I kept begging Jenna. I was like, are you going to get me? She's like, well, I'm feeling
Oh
tired.
my god, I
I'm
was so
sleepy."
tired. And the next day was my birthday. And I was like, I'm so tired. I was like, I gotta go get her. And I was like, okay, here was the selling point on the way to the airport was the Sam's Club.
That's good.
So it's like, I'll do it.
So before we get any further into this pod, we're here at Kando, and they had a product release.
Ow!
Not Jenna hurt herself.
Sorry.
Not just one product.
Three.
They had. Sorry, I have.
That was a long text you just got.
Super long. Tyler. Hi, Tyler.
Tyler, I saw that text.
I was like,
long.
oh shoot,
She's
what do I
in
gotta
trouble.
do? I'm in trouble. Yeah. So Tyler, I'll get to that in a second. I told him I was gonna go upload this footage after this and do whatever he said in my text. Tyler's the best. Okay, so the product release here, not just one, 2 cameras plus a lens.
Plus a little adapter that nobody knew about.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that either.
I didn't either. So yes,
So we went to Hawaii and Jenna had got her camera before me because I didn't sign the NDA fast enough. So
didn't sign it at
I
all,
didn't get
yeah.
a chance to really use it as much as you did. So what do we got, Jen? What's
So,
new?
yeah, we went to Hawaii the beginning of August, which we were doing stuff for the Insta360 video,
Yes.
the new dive case, which was fun. God, the things we brought to Hawaii, so much. So on
much
top
stuff.
of all of that, in my normal camera rig, we had the new releases, which Sony made an upgrade to the Sony made an upgrade to the Alpha 7C line. So we have the Alpha 7CR and the Alpha 7C Mark II and the ever so sought after 16 to 35 G Master Mark II. I have been begging Sony. Literally, like anytime they're like, what do you want? Oh, I want a 16 to 35 G Master Mark II. I'm like, well, and like, because Sony is very receptive. Like they want to hear from creators. They want to make cameras. They want to make gear for people who are using their gear. So, they're always asking us at, camera camps, at condos, at places. They're like, what do you want? How can we do better? Whatever. And I'm like, well, we want 16 to 35. And they finally did it.
Here it is.
And
Dun,
here it is.
dun, dun. Hold on,
10%.
wait. Let's see. Here it is. 16 to 35, my friends.
So
It's beautiful.
10% lighter. There's all types of things. We now have the aperture ring, which I love having the aperture ring.
Yes.
It's very nice
Same.
having that. With like the iris lock, the buttons, and then there's all types of stuff. We have like the focus breathing, and it's definitely better autofocus. It's more crisp on the edges, and it's just great. So I was testing that out with so I use the A7R5. So basically what they did was they took the sensor from the A7R5 and they put it in the compact form of the A7CR. So now the A7CR has a 61 megapixel sensor and the A7C Mark II has a 33 megapixel sensor. And basically the only difference is with the R, you can do 16-bit raw output. That was a lot.
That was a lot. Wow, good job, Jenna.
Wow.
Let's hear it for her. Now she's losing her voice. She's
literally,
unwell.
we've been here for days and it's so dry and I'm losing my voice. But yeah, so it's cool because we now have the new AI stuff built in that they've been, putting in all their cameras. We have the face memory is really cool. Like it's literally you can like lock your face in and it will, if you're like in a group of 10 people and you're registered on this one person, it will only focus on that one person.
Special.
Very cool. We have the auto framing, which is also cool. It'll readjust to, just focus on you if you're moving. All types of good stuff.
Yeah, it's great. And it's so overwhelming because there's so many cameras to choose from. And it's great because there is a camera for everyone. So every time anyone says, well, what camera should I get? I'm like, well, hold on a second. How much time do you have? And what are you going to do with this? How much do you want to spend?
Yes.
The great part is a lot of these cameras, there's so many incredible lenses to choose from. So it's like, you don't need to get the highest end camera. You can like, sometimes it's best to spend your money on audio and also lenses. And then when you can upgrade to get the body, you can use all of these things. So it's kind of like, it's difficult because there's so many great cameras.
And that's when people are like, well, like, what do you use? Like, what should I get for a camera? And I'm like, this is such a difficult question because depending on what I'm doing, like I have the Sony ZV-1 Mark II in my pocket, in my backpack at all time. Tiny vlog camera, built-in ND, don't have to use an external mic, just throw on that little windscreen. It's perfect. Here, I don't have this camera yet, but this is the Sony ZV-E1, which we launched at Camera Camp at the end of March. And it's great because yes, you can put on an external microphone with the, the multi-interface shoe, but I could also just do this and not have to worry about it. And this lens that I'm using is the 20-70 that I'm borrowing. Great thing about Kando is there is so much gear that you can literally try anything that they have here. You just borrow it and bring it back, and it's great because you don't have to, like you have endless options. So I'm like, oh, I actually don't own these things. I'm gonna use this. So this is like the perfect little compact vlog. Don't have to use this, and like this isn't a G series. This is an F4.
The 20-70 might be my like favorite versatile lens.
Oh yeah,
and especially if you pop on an ND filter for shooting outside, like it is so great. I mean, I love the G Master series though, so don't get me wrong. The 24-70. If there was only one lens that I could ever choose for the rest of my life,
24-70
G Master 2 Mark II would be my go-to. But then this 20-70, oh, it's beautiful. And then now with the 16-35, I mean, this one is also beautiful. But I do feel like when I'm vlogging, I want that extra range with the 70. So that's my go-to.
It's been great having the extra zoom in.
And it's so small.
16-35, like. I wanted to take it up to do Astro last night, but I was so tired. I should have just done it because I didn't sleep anyway.
This is the lens that I'm going to investigate when I start, with my dive housing.
It will be released in September, which is...
It's not out yet? Why did I just thought it was out because they just mentioned it, but it's not. It's not even out yet. Oh my gosh. And we are in the presence of beauty.
We're in the future. Yes, in September. I don't know if they announced a day, and I also can't remember how much. Like 2,200, 2,300.
I think it's around 22, yeah.
Which is the normal range for the G Master.
This makes me so sad when I leave Kando because I have to give it back, and then it's like we get to try all this gear every time. I bet you after like everyone leaves here, they do a little shopping for sure.
It's like you go back and you're like, well, this was really like. Me, I'm like, this Sony ZV-E1 isn't.
Love it.
And I brought the R5 and I stole this lens from you, which I gave back because that's what I was vlogging with for my road trip vlog, the RIVI road trip. And the R5 is, I think it's the best camera.
Well, because it basically is the best camera.
Fair. So that's actually fair.
Yeah.
It is a really nice
camera. How much? It's expensive.
I think the body's around like 3,800, I believe, but 39, somewhere around the 3,800.
That's about on par with the A1 still too, though. The A1 is very expensive.
Still like what, 5,000-6,000?
Expensive.
So, and the thing about the A1 is, it's incredible, but like for us, like we need the flip screen.
I know.
And the R5 does 8K.
Yeah. I mean, the A1s are
just 61 megapixels, like the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm an R5
fangirl?
I guess so. But that's also why it's cool that they brought those, like that sensor to a smaller, compact, hybrid, full frame camera at a more affordable price. It's still like $2,800.
It's expensive, yeah. But I mean, at some point when you start doing this as a profession, like upgrading your gear it's the name of the game, and it gets expensive. But man, once you start shooting and seeing like the quality differences and the amount of time that you can save, it's just it does end up being worth it in the long run. But
it's an investment. I mean, we've been doing this for so long, like
so long.
It has taken a long time to get here. Even like, so I'm going to be doing a presentation with B&H in a week. Soon. And it's like doing, my thing is like behind the scenes of content creation. And like I was just saying, like, in my studio, like this camera doesn't move, this camera doesn't move.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I have all this gear and I have all this stuff, but I was like, I've been doing this for 13 years. And for the past, year this has been my thing. But before that, like I had a tiny desk, which was also my streaming, my gaming. Like when I wanted to film, like I had to bring everything back in.
Right.
Like, yeah, I still had everything, but like I did not have that luxury of being like, cool, I can just leave this. So like that was like my dream, to like never have to move anything. And yeah, we're here 13, 14 years later.
Yeah,
we're
same.
here.
I mean, even before, I mean, now I have a studio, which is great, but now it sucks because I've already outgrown it. And I'm like, I need to go back, reassess, downsize, and just get rid of some things because I'm like, there's so much space in here. It just needs to be better utilized. But no, that was the same. Also, my dream of having, and then before I was in my house, my entire home turned into a studio. It's like there was, I was using my bathroom as like overflow storage. Like I couldn't actually use my bathroom anymore.
Do you want to know what's in my bathroom in my studio? First off, I realized this is the first time I took a shower in that studio. It's an incredible shower. Underneath the sink, there is a there is a huge 4K projector.
Okay, yeah,
because I don't know where to put it. So there's the Nebula projector that I'm like, where can I get this installed? Because after you haven't released that yet. After seeing some really good projector stuff, I want to invest in like a cool screen. So there's a projector underneath my sink. There's like tech underneath my bathroom sink. I'm like, if my guests ever came, like, we're like, I want a towel. They're like, can't have a towel, but you can have a projector. Like, what?
Right.
It makes no sense. It's like, I'm just in my gym right now. There's just Pelican cases and gear. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not a real person.
It's hard, but I mean,
These aren't real problems.
No,
but
I mean, it tends to be real problems because then, like the amount of clutter and stuff, like then it makes me so anxious. Oh, like I'll be sleeping knowing that like my studio's a mess and it bothers me, but there's nothing that I could do about it.
It's also the fact like I look at it and I'm like, I could be working. So there's like that mental load of like when I'm home, like I am not relaxed because I'm like, look at all this stuff I could be doing. And like, look at I could be making videos about that.
Stressed.
I am stressed all the time and I never used to be.
So can we go back to projector life? So depending upon when I post this, I don't know if the video is out.
I put my mouth on this. Sorry, next person.
Projectors are freaking cool.
They're so cool.
I can't wait to show you guys this video. It may already be out, it may not be, but man, it is like changed. It's been so long since I've been excited about like a piece of tech.
Yeah.
And this blew my mind. Like my small mind playing games, looking at the cinema screen. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
I mean, you sent us a little video preview. I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I know. And what's cool is the screen. I mean, wasn't a part of the video, but like that makes the entire experience because you have a high quality screen that is made for projectors.
And it's a close range. What is it called?
Short throw.
Short
So the one that you have is the long throw, meaning you hold it, it's back further.
Yeah, you can like put it back or mount it or whatever.
Yeah. But this one, you can mount it very close. So I was thinking it'd be cool to even kind of go the other way, have it mounted from the ceiling, drop down. I mean, this is going to be a little bit more of a project that I'd have to bring in a contractor to actually do. But how cool is that? And have the projector.
Can you do that? Can you mount that cool thing in your ceiling?
I go, yeah. I mean,
you can do what you want.
You can do what you want. Yeah. Well, actually, so I got this inspiration from Ben because he showed me how he has his projector coming down. Ben Moon.
Ben Moon has a projector.
Oh my God, no! It's so great. You have to look at his setup. Like he has everything like hidden, so it's like his entire living room looks so seamless. You can't even see the speakers; they're all hidden, and it's like there's no tech to be seen, so it doesn't destroy like his incredible view. And then the projector just comes down. So I was like, "Oh, inspo!"
I love that.
It's so great. But yeah, projector life. I'm getting into it.
When are you releasing the video?
I'm unsure. I think
story of my life
soon, but we're not sure. Jenna has a yawn. We might miss lunch. We miss lunch again.
We are way past lunchtime.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to go back to the spot?
Well, I think that after this, there's an alpha female coffee hour. I think we should go at 2:00, which will be perfect time because
you think they got snacks?
I bet they do.
Oh, do you think we should bring this mug?
Maybe.
They'll be like,
I'm gonna bring my Walkman.
Where'd you get this mug from? We'll be like, took it.
Are
you sure it's a the air peak. Okay, speaking of the air peak.
Oh shoot.
Golf cart? Okay, so the air peak. Okay,
talk about it. Craig's the best.
Craig is the best. He is so talented. He's been doing Sony. Why am I? I just never used a microphone before. Anyway,
I have a skirt on. I'm an idiot.
Anyway,
I look so stupid.
It's the look. My shirt's wrinkled. Yesterday I was talking to Craig. I was like, "Well, what's up? Like, what are you?" He's like, "Well," I was like, "Wait, I was talking to you before about shooting some cool Rivian air peak stuff. Like, the Rivi's here, the Air Peak's here, you're here. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm free later. I'm like, I'm free later.
She's free later.
I was free later. So we took the Air Peak up and we took the Rivi up and we got some pretty cool shots.
I hear it.
I hear it too.
There it is. There it is. Oh, he's got the E1 on there.
Yeah, so we used the E1 and I think he used the 24 and like the 50. So he's using the shorter the smaller lenses so you can get more battery life.
I really like the E1.
But like, okay, picture this. Not only are you flying a drone, but you're also like controlling the camera. That's a lot. That's like a lot. My brain can only do one thing.
Yeah, but you get good at it after a while.
So I dropped him off and he called me on the phone, which when he called me, I was like, realized I didn't save your number and you called me earlier. Sorry. Yeah, dropped him off. Shot some cool Rivi stuff. The Air Peak is just incredible. I was like, what is the like amount of money that we have rocking on here? And he's like, yeah, this is like 18,000.
That's like 1/4 of your car.
I know. I was like, okay.
Well, I'm not good with math.
1/5.
1/5. Whatever.
1/6.
Okay, so
anyway,
it's fine.
yeah.
Geez, that's so much. That's so wild.
So that was cool. And I mean, usually, he's had like, if you use, G Masters and stuff like that, you're talking another 10 grand, but yeah, it was a small compact. They wanted to do the E1, which is great. This camera's incredible. But yeah, it was fun. Got some cool shots. Air Peak, incredible.
I definitely want to try it. It's super cool, but
we're not allowed to.
No, which makes sense because
I wouldn't let us.
I know. I would love to try it though.
They were trying to let me control the camera operator one day with 85, and I was like, this is really hard.
It is. Yeah.
And I was like,
on our little sunset hike today, or sunrise hike. We were trying to get a drone shot, and I could not see anything. The sun was so bright.
Yeah,
and then there were so many people there. I was so nervous.
You should have just given it to Aldrin. He's literally
right.
And also, like,
but I'm a good drone pilot.
You are.
You don't think I'm good?
No, but like you're good. He's just like
you don't think I'm
like his thing.
Yeah, but the problem was
it your thing?
Listen, the
Do
problem
you have a thing?
The problem was looking into the sun. I couldn't see.
It was really bright.
No matter who was there, they wouldn't be able to see either, unless they have a drone hat.
Oh,
I didn't have
like
my drone hat.
Like a little hood.
Yeah,
I had my hat on this morning. I have my hat in the bag.
I have my hat as well.
There's a hat customization. There's just so much cool stuff here. Like
I love it. I'm so happy.
You can customize your hats. We got the gift bag was really cool. So it was a Peak Design duffel. Excited about that because I was trying to figure out what I was going to put all my shoes in to start our road trip. Just because my suitcase is I packed too much clothes. So now I have this duffel. It has my name on it.
My name is on mine too. This is great. I'm excited as well. I'm really excited for the road trip. I cannot wait to spend so much quality time with you.
So here's the thing. I want to do a video with you. Remember I said I was like, I want to do a swapping cars video. And I know that would require you filming yourself driving my car, and that's never going to happen.
Why not?
I just feel like you wouldn't do it.
Why wouldn't I do it?
Well, here's the thing. You're going to be trapped in a car with me, so like I can just film it for you.
What?
Because like we were gonna switch cars for a day, like switching cars for a day, which we still can. But like, in this case, like I can just take your car next week and like film my experience, then we can meet up.
I see what you're saying.
Because like if we're actually switching cars for a day, and you're gonna be like, I don't know, I just feel like you don't film any. She doesn't really film anything herself anymore. Sometimes you do.
Well,
it's just honestly, it's just really hard to get. You're busy. So
I have so much going on.
So do I. But what I'm saying is if you're trapped in a car with me for 15 hours, I can get like a couple hours of footage of you.
True.
And that way, like, I won't need you. I'll just need your car.
And also, I don't think, like, the places that I go sometimes, like, you're not going to want your car there.
No.
Okay, I'm just,
I don't know where she's going, but probably not.
So, for example, like jiu-jitsu, the parking is awful.
I have a big car.
Yeah, there's like nowhere to park, and yeah, so it's just
where is she going?
I'm just thinking of like, yeah, I guess
I don't really go anywhere, but I'll take the Tessie. I'll take that plaid, push that plaid.
Yeah,
I haven't driven it yet, so it'll be a genuine react. I don't even need to do like a day thing. We'll just because I think it would do well, like a Tesla owner. A Rivian owner switching cars for a day. I don't know. Maybe one people won't do well. Maybe I'm an idiot.
You've never driven my car yet.
No. So I will do. I think it'll be great. So anyway, what I'm saying is when you're driving, we'll get like your reaction to like the interface, the drive, all of it. And and then same.
No, great. Tesla owner reacts to Rivian.
Swapping. No, it'll be switching cars for a day. Tesla versus Rivian. Tesla Model S Plaid versus Rivian.
I'm not. I thought I was posting the video.
Why would you post the video?
I was posting
You're getting my whole video on your channel?
No. I thought I was going to post me in the Rivian and you post you in the Tesla.
I was going to post the whole thing.
Oh.
Because they're not going to go Well, I mean, they might, I guess.
That's how collabs work.
Weren't even on board.
No, well, because me and Ro did switching lives for a day,
Well,
and
we could.
Well, that's fine. That was just what I was
We're gonna work
thinking.
out the logistics.
There's
Anyway,
logistics.
There's logistics. I just thought, we could
You
do
can
that
have
too.
the full video. It's fine. Yeah.
Well, especially now if I'm filming you.
Well, fine. Yeah. Now, if you're filming me, if I'm not filming, I ain't doing that.
We'll
I
see.
ain't doing nothing.
Because then I also because then if it's a collab, then I have to get you to get the video done. Oh my god.
Okay, well,
they're gonna have the R2S out by
listen,
then.
I have a haircut and a dentist appointment next week, so I'm super swamped.
I just need to borrow your car. All right, guys.
yeah.
Our time limit has expired, and we have to go to an alpha lunch, coffee hour.
Coffee hour. I don't drink coffee. It's fine.
I hope they have.
I hope they have French fries or something.
Oh my god! Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Yeah, and thanks to Sony for this incredible event and also
Yes.
having this podcast Airstream. Oh, we're in. Did we tell them we're in Airstream?
We did.
I forgot.
We may have had to record this podcast twice.
Yeah, I
minor-
might have done something bad. I put the SD card. It's a slow SD card, and I've done that. This Roadcaster, man, this thing is
We'll bring
bane
it
of
up
existence.
as
I love it, but also don't use a slow card.
Fast card.
Yeah, so I didn't remember. So I have a redundancy. I recorded on the laptop as well. But
Yeah.
this was so awesome, and the Airstream setup is so cool. So I'm so glad they did this.
Yes,
and
so incredible. Thank you to Sony. Also, Blue Pixel. They're basically the production behind all of this as well. They are so nice and so incredible. Like, I will text them with like a minor thing, and they're like, "Got
on it, and on
got
it fast."
And I'm like, "That was fast." And then like, oh,
so great,
just so great. Chase was helping me trying to find parking earlier. The whole team. They're probably just like, what's wrong with Jenna now? But yeah, they put on such a great event. Sony's incredible. Just one of my favorite times. And it's always very inspiring being here and leaving. I just feel so inspired, exhausted, but like motivated.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice. Actually, I'm going to see the Blue Pixel
Well,
team in New York.
it's always so funny because like I always think like I'm like talented, and then I come here and I'm like, I can't. I am not. I'm worthless.
It genuinely confuses me. I'm like, especially like hosting with Sydney, like seeing how talented he is and like
I
everyone.
know.
And I'm like, I guess you guys just like me for my personality because like that picture was crap.
Like,
Do you like the
yourself was
person?
good? Oh, like all the pictures you shot were really good. Well,
Yeah, but
let
like
me just tell
these
you.
people, did you see the American Pika that they shot on that?
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
600.
Well, also,
Oh,
every time I go to take a picture of Jenna, she hates.
oh my god! I'm like, what? Were your eyes closed? Or if not, my eyes were closed.
If my eyes weren't closed, they're hers.
This is how I do. I will literally get the settings. I'll get everything. I'll say you stand here. This is where the camera is, and I'm like, okay, come over here, and just like don't move. And then she'll be like, what are you? Why did you move? Why did you move?
I had a vision.
And I'm like, this vision, you literally. Oh god. Anyway, sometimes our visions are different, but like,
Same brain, but same different vision. Maybe
God.
we have different eyes.
yeah.
Okay, I'm done
Okay.
speaking
All
now.
right, guys.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm not sure if you can. I think you can still leave voicemails on anchor.fm/samebrain, but it's now Spotify podcast. So I think it forwards. I don't know. We'll figure it out next time we're back in the studio. I want
knows
this
when
set
that'll
up.
be?
We have to get these microphones.
We
gotta.
know some people.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, yo, what's up? What's up?
Anyway, thank you guys.
Great chat. Great
Yeah,
chat.
we'll talk to you later.
Okay, see ya.
Probably. Bye.
I'm gonna go charge my Walkman now.